This is the second in a series of videos about the British Renaissance and the conditions of the British Renaissance. And now we want to think about audiences. We actually know a tremendous amount about the audiences during this period, largely because of the research of a man named Andrew Gurr, who has pored through the records, through diaries at the time, through records of people who saw plays at the British court. But interestingly, we especially know who went to the theater because of arrest records. We know that a lot of things went wrong: thieves, quarreling, fights, all sorts of problems that took place nearby the theater, and a lot of people who were arrested. So it was these kinds of records of criminal investigations that provided a lot of names to us. And then as the investigations took place around some of these incidents, there were also witnesses, and their names were recorded. Because of this, we know a lot about the audience of this period. We know a lot about them by social class. We know that a lot of the people who went to the theater were young apprentices, young men, studying in London to acquire a trade. We know that there were some higher class patrons who went primarily to be seen, often sat in the boxes up where they could be visible to the audience, and sometimes paid extra money to sit on the stage itself, where they could sit right there and watch the play and simultaneously be observed. We know that there were a lot of women in the audience, that although women did not regularly appear on stage, the audience itself seemed to be quite mixed, about half and half, male and female. So if you want to know more about this, you can look at it in this book by Gurr, Playgoing in Shakespeare's London, now out in a third edition. This is easily available in our library and in many other locations. It's very interesting. It lists the names of every single person that we know attended the theater during this time period in London, and what we know about them. Sometimes it's quite extensive information. Sometimes we know nothing more about them than they attended the theater and their name got written down. But what we can take away from this overall is the sense that the playgoing public in London was a slice of the city overall. It was very representative of the overall population. The only way in which it was not representative is that there was a sizable Puritan contingent in the public that did not go to the theater. Other than that, the people who went to the theater were just regular old folks and a cross-section of the entire population.